Page 14. Introduction. The principles it set forth on the following pages do not necessarily represent the way I or anyone else may wish the world to be, but the way it actually is. In other words, it is a work based on reality, particularly as it relates to human nature. Thus, the essence of the philosophy contained herein should serve you well regardless of how the world around you may change in the years ahead. Though technology continually changes, human nature remains constant. People, by and large, are pretty much the same today as they were in the times of Confucius, Buddha, Jesus, and Muhammad, and it's a safe bet that they'll be pretty much the same 2,000 years from now. For example, Jesus, above all else, crusaded against hypocrisy. But today, 2,000 years later, can anyone seriously say they see evidence that hypocrisy is on the decline? Judging from the way most people talk and act, one is led to wonder if a resistance to reality is genetically programmed into a majority of the human species. Perhaps, reality was only meant to be embraced elsewhere in our universe. However, unless you know how to build a spaceship and fly it, I would suggest that it would be much easier for you to join that small minority of people on planet Earth who are vigilant when it comes to recognizing and acknowledging reality. Unfortunately, most people choose to live in a world of delusions, stubbornly refusing to accept the unforgiving realities of life no matter how great the evidence to support such realities may be. Why? Because truth is often painful, and people simply do not like pain. My position, however, is that truth, by its very nature, is always preferable to falsehood, regardless of how unpleasant it may be. Self-delusion leads to certain failure, and failure leads to misery. What's so noble about promoting misery? Sure, I sometimes think that perhaps it would be easier to yield to the temptation to become an ostrich and simply hide my head in the sands of unreality. In the end, though, I always manage to pull myself back toward reality, because I'd rather go to my grave a battered realist than a bloodied ostrich. And rest assured that battering is an integral part of the journey, no matter who you are or what you choose to believe. As you will see, to a great extent this book is an autobiographical work centered around my years as a real estate broker. However, subsequent events have repeatedly demonstrated to my satisfaction that the lessons learned during my years in the real estate business apply not only to all other kinds of business endeavors, but to virtually all other aspects of life as well. Unfortunately, anyone who misses this central point misses the book. Finally, a warning. The following pages are not suitable for weak stomachs. The painful tales that lie ahead may cause you to recall equally unpleasant experiences from your own life. With that caveat, I suggest that you lock away all sharp objects and place the Pepto-Bismol within easy reach before commencing. Chapter 1. Page 16.